Hi, I'm Gary Bernier, whiskey sommelier, here with Paul Boomer, also a whiskey sommelier. Paul, what are we going to drink today?
It's called Stonebreaker. It
Okay.
is actually from Kansas City Distillery, and it is a mix of Irish and American whiskey.
All right.
It's an awesome story actually. I met the master distiller, which was a woman, and you like some?
Yes, please.
Of course. Why am I asking? And it's based off of their family that was forced to leave Ireland in the 1800s, and so came over to the American side, and they were probably kind of pushed more Midwest, and they finally ended up in Kansas City. Kansas City has major rock underneath, mostly limestone and some granite, and so they were all pretty much not forced into labor, but they did a lot of laborious work, definitely on the railroads and building caves and bringing out the stone and such for everything else and anything else. And the family said, well, you know what, hey, we need a little whiskey at the end of long days. And I started to mix different kinds of whiskeys and said, okay, this is the one that we're coming up with. And so it is a wonderful, wonderful whiskey that has mixed. If I remember right, they bring it over and sits in oak barrels new oak barrels for I think 6 months after they mix it. And definitely some hint of vanilla, of course, with whiskey, or with Irish. But there's also just a hair, to me, of a little bit of salt and brine. And it's unique, but it's so unique to me because again, it's from Kansas City. I live near Kansas City, and the background of it is just the everyday man, and just reminds me of my past and my family who's been in everyday, gone from very little to a lot of abundance. So this is one of my favorite, especially American. So Sommelier.
Sommelier. And Paul Sock say, if you can read this, bring me a whiskey. So Paul, here's your whiskey.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for giving us that great introduction to this whiskey. I can't wait for my turn to give it a try, which is coming up next. So Paul, thanks for introducing me to this wonderful whiskey. As you notice, we've got lots of choices here in the Whiskey Vault. So Paul, it was an awesome story. And yeah, the surprising thing is you do smell the salt, and you don't expect that in an American whiskey. It's something we usually see in a Scotch that's stored right by the ocean. Oh, that's very nice. That's creamy and caramely. Man, I really like those tasting things. So Paul Boomer, thank you very much for introducing us to this. Thank you very much, my friend.